Hi guys, I want to show you something real quick. This is my current gym shoes. I've had this now for a good 2 years, maybe 2+ years, and I have a really bad habit of holding on to my gym shoes for long periods of time. But I have worn this to the ground, and it's starting to wear off here, which always seems to happen on all of my heels. And you can see that right there. There's a little hole in my shoe, and anytime it rains, water goes in and soaks up my socks. So it's time that I give this up. This is the Metcon 2. I do have the Metcon 1, which I will show you later on in this video, and I like how the Metcons feel, so I just skipped the Metcon 3s and I went straight to the Metcon 4s. So I got the Metcon 4s. Let me unbox it and show you exactly what I got. The Nike Metcon is a staple in the CrossFit community. It was introduced, I would say, we in 2019? A good 6-7 years ago. Prior to its introduction, the Reebok Nanos was the dominant shoe in that world. If you know anything about CrossFit, they have this thing called the CrossFit Games. The games are sponsored by Reebok. So there's a close relationship between Reebok and CrossFit. But it took only a few of the big names in that world to start wearing the Nike Metcons, and there was a line drawn in the sand. You had the diehard people that loved the Reebok Nanos, and you had people that loved the new kid on the block, the Nike Metcons, including myself, because I used to have the Reebok Nanos and it was cool. But then when I got the Metcon 1, it was just totally different, and I absolutely loved it. So I got the Metcon 1s, got the Metcon 2s, didn't get the 3s, and now got the Metcon 4s. All right, guys, I get it. Just the mere mention of the word CrossFit and people come out of the woodwork and start dissing it. It's horrible. You get injured too quickly. It's a wrong way of training. I get it. I used to do CrossFit back in the day. I don't do it as much now, on and off here and there, but back then I was religious about it. And when I was in it, I would look around at my peers and I would see the type of shoes they would be wearing. It would either be the Nanos or the Metcons. So that's how I got introduced to it, and that's the only reason why I'm bringing up CrossFit in this video. Now, is this shoe just for CrossFitters? No. If you work out, period, I think this is a good shoe for you. So whether you are an athlete of some sort, if you do yoga, I think this is a pretty decent shoe. Now, with that being said, let's get into the specifications of the Metcon. Starting with the upper of the shoe, there's a lightweight and breathable mesh that goes all the way around. Breathable, so when your sweaty feet produces odor and heat, it can easily go through the shoe, also keeping your foot cool. Lightweight, it is super flexible. I get my cardio from running, and wearing these shoes while running, it is very, very comfortable. It just naturally bends with your foot as you run. The tongue has an interesting design on it, and also on the tongue you will see the name of the shoe. You can also see this on the previous Metcons as well. The tongue seems to be attached to the inner lining of the shoe, which is interesting and it's cool. It has flywire cable. So in conjunction with the breathable lightweight mesh, the flywire cable allows your foot to expand as you run. I don't know if you pay attention to your feet as you're walking or running, your foot does expand sideways as you press down on it with your weight. The insole of the shoe is comfortable. It grips around your foot really nice and firm, but it's not too tight. It's a very comfortable cushion all inside the shoe. And at the back of the shoe, you will see the name of the shoe, Metcon, with the breathable mesh all around it as well. Now, the outsole of the shoe is the most eye-catching part of the shoe. It has a really awesome design. I've never seen anything like this on any kind of sports shoe. And it goes all the way through the bottom of the shoe. Of course, you can see the Nike sign there. And you would also notice that it comes up midway through the upper of the shoe. Now you may ask, why is that so? Well, like I mentioned, this shoe, it was introduced into the CrossFit community, and one of the most liked or disliked workouts in the CrossFit world is rope climbs. So with this design on the middle of the foot, it allows you to grip the rope with your foot and push yourself up as you're pulling yourself up with your hands. A really awesome workout. It works out your legs, it works out your back. I haven't done a rope climb in a long time, but I'll try to show you one in this video so you can see how that is effective. Outsole is made from thermoplastic polyurethane, also known as TPU, and that's very common in sneakers and more specifically in sportswear shoes. The reason why that's important is it gives the outsole elasticity and resistance to slippage. So say you're running or you're doing a side lunge, this, because of the TPU material that it was made with, it would allow your foot to stay in place, but it will also allow it to move with your foot as well. So that's pretty cool. So now that we've seen the upper of the shoe and the outsole of the shoe, let's take a look at the shoe in motion. So what are my honest thoughts about the shoe? Well, just like the kill shot, I noticed with that one and with this one too, of course the kill shot was made by Nike as well, there was a break-in period. So for this one, the Metcon, I had to walk around the house for a little bit. I went jogging around the block just to have it fit my foot and mold to my foot. I've had it now for about a week and a half, so my foot is still adjusting to it. I don't feel it as much as I'm moving my foot. It's just when I stop moving is when I kind of feel it, being a little snug a little bit. But I would say it is true to size. It just takes a while to get used to. The Metcon 2s that I've had, those fit me fine, and I've had those now for 2 years. So there is a break-in period, but don't let that discourage you. It is true to size. Durability and comfortability. As I mentioned, I've had the Metcon 2s for over 2 years now. The Metcon 1s longer than that. So I expect these Metcon 4s to last me 2-3 years plus. I also expect my athletic shoes to be all year round shoes. My Metcon 2s, those are the only shoes that I have for the last couple years. So I don't have a shoe for each season. I want it to be able to withstand all seasons. So during the heat of the summertime, I want it to be breathable, so to let out air in my shoe to keep my foot cool. But during the winter time, I want it also to be slip resistant when I go running outside, because I run a lot. Comfortability, it does feel comfortable when you walk in it, when you're running it. I run a lot in it, so I definitely enjoy how it takes my mind off of that. Like when I'm running, I want to focus on running. I don't want to focus on, damn, my foot feels kind of tight, but so it definitely feels comfortable. It grips my foot very well, and I don't feel any soreness when I eventually take my shoes off. For the price, you're looking at retail original price, I believe it's at $130, but I got it at a discount from roguefitness.com. I'm gonna put a link in the description, and I got it for $99. So I tend not to go over $100 when it comes to my athletic shoes, because I'm gonna put them through a beating, and for that price, I think it's worth it. And I believe the reason why they discounted it that much is because there's already a Metcon 5. The Metcon 4s came out last year August. The Metcon 5 just came out, I think, a couple weeks ago. The design of that looks nice. So if you guys have had experience with the Metcon 5, let me know down in the description. All right, guys, so that does it for this video. Thank you for watching. Question of the video: what athletic shoes do you wear for your workouts, and what would you recommend based on your experience? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Speaking about the comments below, if I missed anything about this video, about the shoe, you can ask me questions there. I will answer it. Subscribe, like, hit that notification bell. I'll be back next week, same time, same place. And as always, stay fly, stay fit.